You're tuned in to Heard from the Horse Mouth.
Mr. Kitchens, where are you, sir? Raise your hand if you can hear my voice. All right, thank you, sir. All right, we're here on the record in the
Kitchens is Gunna, for those who don't know.
matter of the state of Georgia versus Sergio Kitchens in 22 SC 183-572. Good morning.
Your Honor, at this time, there's been no change in circumstance that would warrant the defendant getting a bond. Is that in Henry County, he attempted to obtain habeas relief. That was denied, and then he appealed that to the Georgia Supreme Court, who then denied his appeal for the denial of the relief, of habeas relief. And in looking at the new indictment, I do see that his name apparently has been inadvertently left off, but that does not.
So you see right there, she was talking about the bonds, the different bonds that he been denied, and she's saying she don't see nothing change. This is the state attorney. She don't see nothing change that will, in her eyes, see why he should be let free. Of course, you don't see why he should be let free. You're the person that's prosecuting him. So, and they also talking about, she's talking about right here what she said, let me play that again. I think she's talking about, the indictment, the new indictment, don't have his name on the paperwork. But she also took it upon herself to throw it in there, but that doesn't mean he's not involved in it. Now, that's a real shiesty play right there. You see, the judge is black, she's black, so you can't use the race card saying the race card is what's holding you in there. You feel what I'm saying? It's your own people.
Anyway, mean that the state is now suggesting that he was not a participant in that act. We have circumstances involving attempts to serve witnesses who frankly break down and cry out of fear that harm will come to them.
Now, she mentioning something about some witnesses scared, but watch how she go off into this other spiel.
If they are required to come into court and testify.
Does testify against Mr. Kitchen or testify as
in general, Your Honor.
Okay, so if it's in general, why are you even bringing that up? You know, you should be only, these lawyers be real tricky. You know what I'm saying? They good at painting pictures. Now, why would you bring that up about some witnesses being scared if you knew it had nothing to do with him directly? No one has said his name, said, oh, I'm scared to go testify because Sergio Gunna might do something to me, or I'm scared for my life because of Gunna. Just like the judge just asked her, is that because of Gunna and this and this and that? She ain't had no answer for it.
I will not say that we have told them you will have to come and testify against Mr. Kitchen specifically. We have evidence that there are members of this organization that are named in this indictment who have, in fact, conveyed their willingness to whack or to kill a person for the defendant. And given that there has been no substantial change in circumstances.
So if that person said that, why don't you just keep him locked up for making that type of statement? Not take what he say and try to once again paint this picture in the courtroom that Gunna or is sending people on these dummy missions.
We would ask that the court deny the defendant's motion for bond reconsideration.
Now, when you mean...
So she already then came clean and said she ain't got nothing on him. His name not in the indictment. This thing they holding on to about somebody saying he will whack somebody for him, and it says another dude that's name is in the indictment. So I would take that dude is in jail also. So if that dude is in jail also, what are you scared of?
The last statement you made, whack or otherwise, who are you referring to? Are you referring to Mr. Kitchens? You referring to Mr. Williams? Or who are you referring to? Or the...
Specifically, one of the other co-defendants expressed, asked that the defendant Kitchens be made aware that he would be willing to whack somebody for him.
Okay, so that must be a phone recording or something. It must have been listening in when a guy must have made that statement to somebody else. Probably was on the phone with somebody else and was like, when you holler at Gunna, let him know I'm willing to get down for him. Now, to even say that over a phone, that's dumb. Some things is just understood, don't need to be explained. If that's how you gonna get down, go ahead, just get down. A motherfucker know, what I'm saying, you got down for him. If that's what you if that's what you want to do, but at this point, you should already know to stay off the phone. So I guess that person was out. So they say this new indictment. So that must have been what the indictment she talking about.
And that's just what was found in the evidence that we've been going through so far. We continue to sift through the evidence. Statements like that cause concern for, the.
So they going through the evidence, and that's the best they can come up with?
Real threat of witnesses feeling.
Man, these people ain't trying to let them boys out. You know what I'm saying? They might as well cancel Christmas, cancel Thanksgiving, and cancel New Year's. And that's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? If somebody got something on you, okay, cool, hold them in there. You ain't got nothing on the motherfucker. At this point, they trying to squeeze them. Somebody gonna break. They might break, they might not break. The boys, you know what I'm saying, they might be wrongfully accused. But whatever it is, they holding them in there, knowing them boys don't want to be in there. That's why, you know what I'm saying, you see Gunna has multiple times tried to go off a bond.
In some way, influenced, pressured, intimidated. But even if it is not a request from Mr. Kitchens, hey, go out and do harm to this person on my behalf, when there are people who may feel like it would do him.
So she's smart enough to know. You see what she's saying? Even if Kitchens don't say, hey, go do this for me. She understand.
Well, to have things done to other people on his behalf, and they're gunning for, favor in his eyes. Those type of things cause us a real concern. So we would ask that the court, based on the fact that there has been no change in circumstance, deny the bond reconsideration motion.
Anything else, Mr. Samuel?
Your Honor, I'm alleged to have done anything. I mean, I suppose I could say I would do anything for my good friend Brian Steele. I'd do anything for him. And then the next thing you know, Brian Steele gets denied bond because I said that?
Right.
That doesn't even make sense to say you're going to be denied bond. You'll spend, the better part of 2 years if this case goes to trial. Next year it doesn't end until the end. A year and a half because someone else said that they would do something.
So now that clearly show you they can hold your ass even if they don't have nothing on you. So, I try to tell motherfuckers this shit. Motherfucker will hold you and they ain't gotta have nothing. They can have somebody can just say, yeah, he told me this. Oh yeah. And then hold your ass in on that. Just on some he say, she say. Now there's some shit about some shit a motherfucker saying what he would do. He didn't do it. He said he would do it. That probably won't even be true. You know what I'm saying? The dude who even said it probably ain't even about that life. Maybe he is. But what I'm saying is a crime still wasn't committed. So now you just locking motherfuckers up off of shit that they potentially would do? Come on now.
That's not even an additional reason for bond. And the prosecution says we are relying on all our previous assertions. The previous assertions have all turned out to be hollow.
Okay, all right. Anything else? I just gotta do what I gotta do.
See, I ain't even like the way he said that, the way he looked when he said that. I just gotta do what I gotta do. Man, you know what I'm saying? He want to see motherfuckers in there too. All them motherfuckers is cool. That state attorney, this motherfucking judge, all them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, going out, happy hour and all this other shit. talking about this shit before they even come to the court. He already knew what he wanted to do.
The defendants are presumed to be innocent, and this particular system, our imperfect system, kind of just hasn't figured out a way to kind of deal with other than reconsidering the issue of bond and changing circumstances of bond, is acknowledged for proof that may or may not come at trial, but the state bears that burden at this point in time. We won't know until that time whether or not many of these statements that have been proffered by the state.
Now, he even admitting that they don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? He's saying maybe it'll come out during the trial. So he knowing the shit ain't came out now. So you denying a motherfucker bond. Once again, he ain't did shit. You ain't got him on nothing. So you just gonna hold him in there until the trial date, right? Right.
Come to pass or come to fruition. That's no consultation or consolation for your client.
You say even saying that don't mean your client, it help your client. These motherfuckers real swift with the words.
Mr. Samuel and Mr. Sadow. And, but, unfortunately, that's the best that the system can offer at this point in time, given the status of the case law and the like. The only thing I can potentially do is, like I said, I will try the cases expeditiously.
So he's saying, in other words, I'm not letting you out. The least I can do is just do a speedy trial. Speedy trial, it doesn't favor Gunna or anybody.
As possible. But at this point in time, I don't find any change in circumstances that would allow me to, or move me from changing.
It don't need nothing to be changed if it ain't nothing there. I see if it was something there, and then the lawyers come back and have to get that overturned, but there's nothing there from the beginning. So what has to change? I mean, what type of change are you looking for? It's already no evidence. His name not in anything. What other change that is could be that can get him up out of there? Only thing that can change could be something negative to keep him in there.
The change in my decision as to bond.
See, that's why it's best don't even put yourself in these type of situations, man.
And if anybody's in the gallery and you can't otherwise control yourself or otherwise you want to make any appropriate comments, then you can leave at this point in time. No harm will come or nothing else will occur. But if you remain in this courtroom and make any outbursts, I'll have you arrested.
You hear how he sound? I got to rewind that. My man sound crazy as hell when he said that. He turned up on him real quick. Let me rewind this a little bit. Come on.
And make any outbursts, I'll have you arrested.
Make any outbursts, I'll have you arrested. I know you're like, fuck this nigga. Fuck this whole ass nigga. Man, listen. Hey, good thing he dropped that album before he went in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that album can make some money. But them boys finna get squeezed, man. They finna squeeze the shit out of them boys. When I say squeeze them, squeeze their bank accounts. Them lawyers finna get what they can. By the time these boys get out of jail, they fuck around and be real good and broke. Behind some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Behind some bullshit. These niggas ain't these niggas ain't no gang leaders. The fuck? You got to look over what's the real definition of gangs. When you think of gangs, what you think of? Motherfuckers that's really gang banging from Cali, Chicago, you know what I'm saying, places like that. They got gangs and shit that's really, you know what I'm saying, banging. These boys from Atlanta. Atlanta ain't known for gang banging. Them boys known for out there partying, getting money. Partying, getting money, chasing whole strip clubs, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Them boys, they just a clique. But no, they gonna try to bring their ass down to a gang. Be serious.